everybody, I'm Angela and this is my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 6 style tips or style hacks, however you want to call them, to easily transform your look and to get the most out of your wardrobe. These are all super easy, anyone can do them, so without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so my first tip and one of my favorites right now is to layer summer pieces. So the reason I like this tip so much is because it's very easy to build a layered look and look bulky, but with summer pieces, because they are lightweight, it is much more easy to create a layered look without looking, too bulky. I personally love to mix colors and textures, and by colors I mean neutrals, because I rarely stray away from my neutral colors, but still I like to mix a little bit of color, and mostly I really enjoy mixing textures. So as you can see here, I'm wearing this crop top knit that was super popular during the summer. Different lengths can bring an interesting texture to the look. Like in this example, I'm wearing my crop top over a long white linen shirt, and this is giving not only a nice color contrast, but it's also bringing out the texture of both pieces. I also love the look of mixing silk dresses that we love to wear over the summer, and just pair them with a chunky knit, a pair of boots, and you're good to go. I personally love to wear my silk skirts well over the winter. I just put on a pair of thermal leggings and I'm good to go. Now, my second, and I have to say the tip that I follow the most, is to size up. Now, it is important that you know your body type and to know what type of pieces you should size up and what type of pieces you should definitely just pick your size. Now, for me personally, I sometimes like to size up my tops, but I prefer my bottoms to fit me just right, just because I can easily drown in an oversized top and oversized pants, but this is definitely up to you and your style. I also love wearing men's pieces. For athleisure, shirts and blazers, I love going to the men's section just because I feel like men get clothes that are like higher quality. So this is just a white men's shirt that I actually stole from my boyfriend's closet, and I love to wear this one because of the tailoring and the quality of the fabric. The sleeves are longer and wide enough to add some dimension to this simple cut shirt, and because it's obviously an oversized piece, it's going to give more of like a relaxed look. This one has a high-low shape, which is great for tucking it in, and this is a tip that I use probably every day whenever I wear an oversized piece. I just use hair ties to help me with the long sleeves. In the shirt, I like to put them over the elbow just because I want the sleeve to be considerably shorter, so I like to put it just on top and then I pull the fabric and cover the hair tie with it, and there you go, this is the final look. And now for my favorite piece ever, which is a blazer. This is the blazer that I probably have worn the most. Now again, this is actually my boyfriend's blazer, but he didn't use it anymore and he got a new one, so I was very happy to just have his hand me down because this blazer fits so good, even though it's super oversized because this is a large men's blazer. But I absolutely love the fit. It does give a super interesting structure to my look, and I think an oversized blazer can instantly elevate a look and make it more fashion rather than a more fitted blazer. I really think that if you don't have a blazer right now in your wardrobe, you should really add one. It's a great capsule piece to wear all year round. And here I go again with my little hair ties that are going to help me make the sleeves shorter. Now for the blazer, I want the sleeves to stay a little bit longer, so that's why I put them on the lower half of my arm, and I'm going to again pull the fabric and cover the hair ties with the blazer, and that's it. That's the final look. My third tip is to tuck it in. Now this is a super fun way to give a different look to your usual oversized sweaters. A sweater like this one that I'm wearing can be pretty heavy and weighed down and look a little bit too casual for my taste. So what I like to do is I like to wear a bralette that is quite tight so that I can use it to tuck in my sweater and to hold it in place for the whole day. I only do it in the front because I like that high-low look. This is a super easy way to just completely change your look and go from like a boring sweater to a very cute look. Now I believe we've all had the struggle of wanting to tuck in our sweater but it just bulking up. So my tip for this is just to wear a cycling short that is pretty tight under your skirt. I like to tuck in my sweater into the short so that it's going to hold it tight and it is going to flatten the fabric a little bit so there's absolutely no bulk. My fourth tip is to crop your sweatshirt. Now I love wearing oversized sweatshirts, but sometimes I just like to be a little bit more dressed up and to pair a sweatshirt with maybe an unexpected piece like a skirt, but obviously the two pieces don't go together and it can look very weird. So what I like to do in these cases is just to crop the sweatshirt so that it looks a little bit more feminine and more dressed up. What I do is I use a belt that I like to tie over my rib cage. I like to go pretty tight just because I don't want it sliding down, and then I just start pulling up the fabric of the sweatshirt to cover the belt. For this one you can go as long or as short as you want, and I think this is like a super cute look for maybe an office day, and yeah, I think it looks super chic. Now my fifth tip is something that I learned over the summer when I was going just crazy over a muscle tee. I wanted to have a muscle tee, everyone had a muscle tee, but it was just sold out everywhere. So I learned to do my own before getting one, and I actually ended up loving this tip, and now I do it with almost every t-shirt because I just think it gives off like a more interesting look. So what I like to do is I just pull the sleeve of the tee all the way to my shoulder, and then I use my bra strap to keep it in place, and then I just pull back the t-shirt fabric to cover it, and there you go. It gives a super nice structure, kind of like a muscle tee. It changes the look, it makes it a little bit more edgy, and here I just added a belt to enhance a little bit more my waist and give off that like hourglass shape. And so this is a super easy tip that anyone can do and that can easily transform an outfit. And for my last tip, the one that has been the most useful for me personally, it is just to make your handbag shorter. I hate having a handbag that completely slides off. So I want my handbag to be shorter so that I can keep it here and kind of hold it with my elbow. That's how I like to hold my bags. So it was a problem for me whenever I wore longer bags like this one. So what I like to do is I just like to put chain, or if it's leather, I just like to put it inside the bag under the cover flap, and I use a hair tie to make a little knot, and then we're going to tie that little knot and cover it up again, close the bag, and there you go, you have a second bag. So that is one that I really love to use, and if you're also feeling like it, you can definitely do it shorter and can adapt the bag to your waist so that it becomes a waist bag. I also like that one. I have tried it with my smaller bags and it looks super cute. So if you want to try that one out, definitely do as well. But that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it and that you're going to be using some of the tips that I share with you today. If you want some fashion style tips, TikTok is the place to go, Instagram as well. And yeah, if you have any ideas or suggestions for videos that I should do, definitely leave them in the comments down below so I know. If you did enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye!